Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more gripping true crime stories just like this. She walked into the house just after sunset. It was supposed to be a normal babysitting job, 2 sleeping kids, a quiet neighborhood. She sent one final text to her friend. Everything's fine. By morning, the children were unharmed. The parents were home. But the babysitter was dead, and she had never stepped outside the house. What happened that night was hidden in plain sight, a secret that would take years to uncover. Babysitting is often seen as one of the safest jobs. You're in a familiar home, working for a trusted family. But this true crime story reveals how one ordinary night turned into an investigation that shocked an entire community and exposed the darkness that can exist behind closed doors. Emily Parker was just 19 years old. She was a bright college student, responsible, and well-liked by everyone who knew her. Babysitting was her way of covering school expenses and saving up for the future. On this particular night, she accepted a job she had worked before watching to young children while their parents attended an evening event. Nothing seemed unusual or out of the ordinary. Shortly after arriving, Emily texted a friend. The message read, "Kids are asleep. Easy night." It would be her last message. The home was situated in a quiet, idyllic suburban neighborhood. According to neighbors who were later questioned, nothing seemed out of place. There were no loud noises, no alarms, no disturbances of any kind. Inside, the children slept soundly upstairs in their beds. Emily stayed downstairs, likely watching television or studying. At some point in the night, something changed. What happened next would baffle investigators and take years to fully understand. When the parents returned in the early hours of the next morning, they found the front door unlocked. The children were still asleep, completely unaware of the tragedy that had unfolded just one floor below. But Emily was nowhere to be found. Her phone was still inside the house, sitting on a counter. Her bag was by the couch. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Police were called immediately. As officers began to search the home, they made a discovery that confirmed their worst fears. Something was very, very wrong. Emily was found inside the house. She had never left. Detectives from the homicide unit worked quickly to piece together the events of the night. There were no signs of forced entry. There was no clear evidence of a stranger having been inside the home. With no outside suspect, attention turned inward to the house itself, the family, and those closest to the scene. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered troubling details about the family. There was financial stress. There was marital tension. Neighbors, who initially reported nothing unusual, later admitted they'd heard arguments from the house before. It became clear that this was no random act of violence. The killer was someone who had been inside the house all along. Under intense questioning, the carefully constructed story began to unravel. What the parents had initially tried to pass off as a tragic, unexplainable accident was revealed to be something far more deliberate and sinister. Prosecutors eventually revealed the motive. Emily had witnessed something she was never meant to see. An argument between the parents had escalated violently, panic followed, and a terrible decision was made that could never be undone. The case drew national attention. A young, innocent babysitter. A trusted, seemingly perfect household. A horrific crime hidden behind closed doors. In court, the jury heard all the evidence, the detailed timeline, the inconsistencies in the parents' stories, and the damning silence that spoke volumes. In the end, a guilty verdict was delivered. Justice was served, but it came at an unimaginable cost. Emily Parker went to work that evening expecting a normal, quiet night. She never made it home. This case serves as a chilling reminder that danger doesn't always come from strangers lurking in the shadows. Sometimes it hides where we feel safest, with the people we think we know. Subscribe for more shocking true crime stories that defy belief. Like, share, and comment below if you believe the truth can be hidden in plain sight. Thanks for watching.